AI is spinning faster than ever, and honestly, it's hard to keep up with all the changes. Every single day, there's a new tool promising to save you precious time. And believe it or not, some of them actually deliver on that promise. Today, I want to share something I recently found that has been a genuine game changer for creators who have massive long videos but desperately need short, punchy content for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts without having to hire an editor for every single clip. Meet Vizard? Think of it as your new lazy editor best friend that actually handles all of the heavy lifting for you. You know that frustrating feeling when you spend hours recording a deep interview, a long podcast episode, or an intense live stream, and then the sheer thought of cutting that into dozens of usable shorts makes you want to just give up? Well, Vizard is the exact solution that solves that massive problem for good. It intelligently finds the absolute best moments in your long videos, those viral, attention-grabbing snippets, and instantly turns them into ready-to-post clips for you. Say goodbye to endlessly scrubbing through hours of footage just trying to pinpoint that single golden line that's guaranteed to get views. Let's start with the core feature, which is the automatic editing of those viral clips. You simply upload your long video, and the AI then analyzes everything for high-energy moments, punchlines, strong visual cues, and even audience reaction spikes if there's any live chat or comments included. It then generates multiple short clips perfectly formatted for those vertical platforms, automatically adds polished subtitles, and even suggests catchy hooks, basically handing you a whole stack of pre-packaged, shareable posts. The immediate result is staggering. You can go from one single long recording to having a week or even months worth of short content ready to go out in mere minutes. But seriously, Vizard isn't just a one-trick pony or just a simple clip machine. There is also an incredibly useful auto-schedule feature built right in. That means after the AI finishes creating all your clips, you never have to manually post a single thing ever again. You just set how frequently you want content to go out, pick your target platforms, and Vizard will seamlessly queue and publish all of it on your behalf based on the exact times and cadence you decide. You could literally be sleeping, editing your next big project, or simply going out to do anything else while your channel stays consistently active online. And for those of us working in teams, my absolute favorite part has to be the shared content calendar. It's a single, centralized place where you can see everything Vizard has ever produced, quickly tweak those final captions, reorder clips in the timeline, and push edits live instantly. Need to move a clip forward to tomorrow because of a sudden trending topic? It's as simple as a quick drag and drop action within that calendar view. Maybe you need to swap out a thumbnail image or just slightly change the overall caption tone for a specific post. You can do all of that editing right there inside that central calendar view without any hassle. Essentially, you can manage all publishing across every single social channel from this one spot without having to constantly flip between multiple different apps. Okay, enough talking about features, let's actually pretend we are using the tool right now. When you first log in, you land directly on the dashboard where there are a few very obvious choices. Auto edit, content calendar, and auto schedule. You just click on auto edit, upload that long source video. Maybe it's a 90-minute podcast episode, a 20-minute how-to guide, or even a 3-hour gaming stream. And then you just let the AI do its amazing magic. Within just a couple of minutes, you'll get back a whole batch of clips already sorted by predicted engagement, labeled things like highly likely to go viral, good for reels, or short reactions. That sort of helpful grouping. Every single one of those generated clips comes bundled with auto-generated subtitles and suggested captions ready to go. You can then easily preview any clip, trim away any unnecessary extra frames, change the cover image, or swap out the background music if you want to. And if you want to really punch up the opening hook, you can just type a quick instruction like, make the first 2 seconds much catchier, and the AI will immediately recut it to emphasize that precise moment. One feature I really appreciate is how effortlessly it formats the content for every different platform you use. The exact same core clip gets a perfect vertical crop for TikTok and Reels, a standard horizontal cut for YouTube, and even a square version for the Instagram feed if that's what you're aiming for. This saves an absolute ton of editing time because you are completely spared from manually re-editing multiple versions of the same clip for every platform. For any creator who regularly produces detailed product reviews or tutorials, you know the kind? Those long-form walkthroughs where you want to pull dozens of short highlight clips? Vizard is absolutely perfect. When you compare it to those newer avatar tools that generate AI-driven UGC-style ads, Vizard is focused squarely on repurposing your actual creator content that you've already made. Those avatar tools are fantastic when you genuinely need a synthetic model or a human-like spokesperson without the hassle of casting. But they won't help you convert your 3-hour live stream into 30 snackable clips every single week. That specific challenge of high-volume repurposing is exactly where Vizard truly shines above the rest. It's also worth pointing out that many other platforms often charge you a fee per edit or have incredibly clunky export workflows that slow you down. With Vizard, you have the power to batch create and schedule all at once, which, if you're managing content for a small brand or a busy influencer, means you absolutely do not need a full-time dedicated editor or a massive budget. The pricing structure is remarkably creator-friendly. You can start for free with some basic limitations, and then the paid plans scale logically depending on how many hours you process and how many posts you want to schedule. For any small team environment, this system is substantially cheaper than paying multiple freelancers just to chop and caption all of your content. There is another powerful workflow I wanted to quickly show you. Imagine you have a standard YouTube video and you want to chop it into short clips that maintain full context. Not just random moments, but segments with custom titles, slick transitions, and a truly consistent aesthetic. You can actually set up a permanent template inside Vizard. You pick your preferred intro and outro screens, choose your stylized captions, and define your color scheme once. Then, every single clip that gets generated follows that exact look automatically, so your entire feed maintains a perfect, cohesive brand presence. This level of aesthetic consistency is huge for building a strong brand presence, without having to manually replicate that same style for every single piece of content. If you happen to be a marketer working with a large product catalog, Vizard can provide immense value there as well. You can take those long product demo videos or recent webinars and cleanly chop them into very specific feature highlights, short Q&A clips, or powerful customer testimonial snippets. In comparison to all those tools focusing heavily on AI avatars and virtual models, Vizard actually works with the authentic content you already possess, which audiences almost always find more relatable and trustworthy. It's about showcasing real creators, real on-camera reactions, and real documented moments. And that inherent authenticity is what ultimately drives conversions. But I do need to be completely clear about the specific limitations of this software, though. Vizard is definitely not designed to be an all-purpose 3D animator or some kind of complex avatar generator. If your primary need is to generate a completely synthetic spokesperson or perhaps a complex product try-on using virtual models, then those other specialized avatar tools are absolutely the ones you should be looking into. However, if your absolute main goal is consistently publishing high-quality short-form content derived from your existing long-form assets, Vizard will save you an insane amount of both time and money. It represents the crucial difference between actually building real content volume versus being stuck manually scheduling every single post one by one. From a pure usability perspective, I found the entire platform to be surprisingly easy and approachable. The core interface simply walks you through the entire flow. Upload, auto-edit, quick review, and then finally schedule your posts. You have the option to export the finished clips directly to your computer, or, much better, push them straight to your already connected social media accounts. Collaboration features are simple to implement too. You can easily invite teammates, leave precise timestamped notes on specific clips, and approve the final content before it ever goes live to the public. For any agencies out there managing content for multiple different clients simultaneously, this streamlined workflow is an absolute lifesaver. Let's look at some real-world examples. I recently used Vizard on a 60-minute interview I conducted. In just 10 minutes of processing time, I had a batch of 25 unique clips ready. 5 were short, high-energy quotes perfect for quick TikToks. 8 were bite-sized how-to snippets I immediately used on Instagram, and the rest were short preview clips for the full episode on YouTube. I then scheduled 2 of those posts to go out every single day for the next 2 weeks, and I watched my channel engagement climb steadily without ever having to open my dedicated editor software again. I am not exaggerating when I say that. No joke at all. So, if you are a creator just starting out on a very tight budget, Vizard allows you to look and operate as if you actually have a full-time social media team working for you. Or perhaps you are a small business owner drowning in old webinars and product demos. You can easily distill all that long-form training material into potent, sales-oriented short clips that actually manage to get noticed in the feed. If you happen to be an established influencer sitting on years of long streams, you can finally turn that archive into a perpetual content machine. To conclude my final thoughts, the current AI creator space has an overwhelming number of exciting tools available, from powerful avatar generators to sophisticated scriptwriters. And every one of them is useful depending on the specific job you have. But for the very specific, painful problem of consistently turning long videos into platform-ready short content and fully automating that tedious posting schedule, Vizard is genuinely one of the most practical and cost-effective tools I have tested recently. It doesn't pretend to replace every single step of your entire production process. It simply makes the necessary content, repurposing, and distribution side of things almost completely effortless. So what are your initial impressions after hearing all that? Would you seriously consider using a tool like Vizard to chop up all your existing long videos and completely automate the posting process? Drop your honest thoughts and potential use cases down in the comments. I genuinely want to know what kind of content library you are trying to scale right now. If you found any of this breakdown helpful for your workflow, please hit that subscribe button so you absolutely do not miss any future deep dives and real-world tool tests. Trust me when I say there is so much more incredible AI magic coming down the pipeline, And we will absolutely keep testing what truly saves time and grows channels effectively.